All right, today we're replacing struts. These are for a 2008 Jeep Liberty. They fit 2002 to 2012 Jeep Liberties, 2007 to 11 Dodge Nitros. So the two important sections, you got the bottom. This slides into a fork on top of the lower suspension with one bolt and clamp, and then there are 4 nuts. These are up in the top of the well. So now let's get to work. So the top of the struts are located under the airbox, and on the driver's side it's under the electrical and the battery. We're gonna have to remove the tire to get to the bottom of each of the struts. All right, so we got the wheel off. Now we're looking at the strut. You can see the top mounts for it. You can see why I have to replace mine. And then we've got this 21mm bolt on top of this fork that holds the lower stem into place. So since the bottom of my strut is pretty much rusted out here, we're looking at the full strength of the spring when we release this. So we're going to put some caution and a placement jack underneath for safety reasons, so it doesn't blow out. So we had to pry the strut fork off. It was a 21mm bolt holding this in too, and had to push up a little bit on the strut to give it a little compression and then work this out. So just to show how this goes on, here's the new strut, and it's going to slide in like that and clamp down. So we pulled the air filter box out. On the bottom of it there's 1, 2, 3 pins, and you can see they fit into these little rubber cups. So there's a little force, but if you pull it straight up, everything will be fine. And now we have access to our 4 18mm nuts for the passenger side. On the driver's side, we had to remove the battery, and then there's these release tabs, 4 of them around here, so you can pull the whole module up and out of the way. And then below that are 1, 2, and 3 10mm bolts. So once we got the bolts out on this bracket, it actually has to slide towards the engine compartment. Then you can twist everything and pull it out towards the front. And then there are 3 13mm nuts holding the battery tray in place. And now that we got the battery tray out, we got our 4 nuts on top. 2 of them have wire harness clips on them. We got to pull off, where one's for an evaporator hose. Now you got to watch when installing. Did not know, I assumed both were the same, but one is labeled R for right and 1 L for left. Or we were putting a fork on the bottom of the strut. We had to compress it up a little bit just to get in. There was a little tight, so you just got to be careful with that. There's a lot of tension under that spring. But we're in, and we're just going to bolt everything back up and good to go. All right, we got everything in place. All of our nuts and bolts, everything tightened. All of our harnesses put back into place, so we're good to go. So hopefully this helped you out. If you feel like tipping, there's a tip link, and feel free to comment or anything on this. And thanks for watching.